Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
That song's going to play later. Forgot to stop it again. Like 3 out of 5 days. Cloudy and cooler today. Scattered showers and a high of 55. It's 48 now, downtown GR. We're waiting on a phone call from Jesse James Dupree.
Oh. He called like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, he called very, very early.
He was a skosh on the early side.
Is he here?
Seems to be some sort of discussion between said producer and Ben.
Yeah, I think the phone is locked up. It's not letting him put it on hold. So he's going to
Okay. I thought something weird was going on because I said, hey, Ben, can you put it on hold? And Ben went,
I don't know.
That's not great.
Should I play the music now?
I'd wait.
All right.
Jim Norton will join us tomorrow at this time.
I'm excited.
From the Opie and Jim show. Now,
he gonna be
selfishly...
in studio?
No, that's by phone because the show is Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd be in studio.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I would
love
too.
that.
We do have Bert Kreischer coming in next week.
I'm looking forward to that. I don't know a lot about Bert, but I know every time we talk to somebody else, they tell us we would love Bert.
Joe Rogan was shocked when he heard we'd never had Kreischer on. I've heard Kreischer on a bunch of podcasts, and he's always really funny. I hope he's drunk when he's here, because he's always drunk when I hear him.
Oh.
And his thing is not the case when he comes here, but he does call into sick shows. So what he does is he wakes up, he starts drinking, does radio interviews, and then him and whoever goes over to the comedy club at 10 in the morning and he does shows.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone just parties, and then they call in sick to work.
Holy crap.
I know.
That's a hard life.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a life
But
that I can in no way relate to.
If you get
any of it.
all of your drinking and shows out, I mean, that's like a normal day, though. Usually when comedians come in here, they
He's
would have
found a way to make it a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Right.
They're still like hungover and tired, and then they go back to bed, and then they wake up and do normal shows.
Right.
I just saw a tweet from comedian Kyle Kinane who said having comedians do morning radio would be the equivalent of having farmers do late night TV and then dragging them out there tired and saying, "Now dance, stupid."
It's not the same.
No, it's
it's
not.
exactly
Because
the same.
farmers work
It's
hard.
exactly
Yeah.
the same. Okay,
You just have to sit here and be funny.
Yeah.
is that all?
You're just supposed to be yourself.
Lead singer of Jackyl. He's on the hit reality TV show Full Throttle Saloon, and he's in Battle Creek probably right now, or at the very least on his way. Jesse James Dupree, you are an entrepreneur, and I bet you heard some of what we were talking about and went, this sounds like a new business model for me.
It definitely does. Good morning to you fellas. How y'all
Morning.
doing?
Good morning.
man.
Great to
Now-
talk to you again.
Now, you've got the bourbon, and so
Yes, sir.
you could be doing that. You could start doing your shows in the morning on a Jackyl call-in sick to work thing, just like the comedian Bert Kreischer we were talking about.
What do you think?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but Jackyl did 100 shows in 50 days, and we set a Guinness Book World Record when we did that. Do you?
I was at all of them. Are you
I
kidding
went
me?
to every one of them.
Yeah, and so we did the 100 shows in 50 days, set a Guinness Book World Record. And so for that entire 50 days, the first show of the day would be with a morning show like you guys. We'd pull up somewhere in Green Bay or whatever and play, and then we'd go on to the next town, and the next time we was doing 2 shows a day. But, I mean, the biggest parties that we had were in the morning. I mean, we'd show up, there'd be 3,000, 4,000 people outside a parking lot by side a radio station because everything was strapped down to the tractor-trailer rig, and
Right.
we'd just pull up, throw it back and play. So I kind of know what that's like to run those double shifts and hit it all day long. And I'll just tell you this, by the end of the 50 days, I had to go to the hospital for exhaustion. I was
I
worn
bet.
out.
I'm sure.
God, yeah.
I'm sure.
I bet. Now you're doing a bottle signing today at 5:30 at Mega Bev. That's in Battle Creek at 5570 Beckley. And then Jackyl
Yes,
plays at the Music Factory in Battle Creek tonight.
Wait, that's got to be a hell of a liquor store to bring in Jesse James Dupree to do a bottle signing.
Right?
Is it a mega store?
I do these bottle signings all over the place, and sometimes they're smaller stores. Sometimes they're huge stores, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the cool thing is that we've had some really great support, from the stores and from the people out there. I mean, we just celebrated 100,000 cases in just a little over 3 years of the Jesse James bourbon. And in the liquor business, just to kind of give you a reference, in the liquor business, if you hit 100,000 cases within 5 years, you're doing something. And and I'm proud of it because when I grew up wearing a Jack Daniels T-shirt,
right.
and I would fight somebody if they didn't like that or my Leonard Skinner T-shirt, right?
Right.
Because it meant something too. But it signified a lifestyle, a blue collar. I worked construction, and that's what I did. But over the years, man, it's gotten so expensive. I mean, you have to take out a second mortgage to go buy a bottle of Jack now. So, I was able to acquire this. It's a 10-year-old bourbon that was in with a 3-year-old, and it doesn't have the wints on the backside that say Jack has. A little bit smoother than that, and it's not as sweet as say a Crown Royal, and half the damn price. So that's what I'm proud about. And so just to have a working man's liquor out there and something that everybody can enjoy. And I'm glad that people have been turned on to brown liquor because I've always been a fan of good aged whiskey and the whole process of it. And plus we have the Full Throttle Saloon moonshine too. And you guys have got to make a trip down to Trimble, Tennessee. We have a distillery in this little town that we went in, and the town was about to go bankrupt, and they were going to file to be unincorporated. And we built this distillery in the old cotton gin and opened up a little barbecue,
that'd be awesome.
Barbecue restaurant.
That is
That's cool.
What part of the state is that?
It's in the far western tip of Tennessee, northwestern. It's 15 minutes from the Arkansas, Illinois, and Kentucky state lines.
That's awesome.
Okay. That's cool.
You don't even need distribution. You're prime bootlegging territory there. I don't even know why you're telling anyone
you shouldn't
it's
have
there.
even said it was there.
Because the packaging should be a brown paper bag and a mason jar.
Yeah, that should be carried around in an old Charger.
Hey, what's going on with Full Throttle? Is it rebuilt? Is it up and running again?
It's not rebuilt. The place, if anybody that hadn't heard, I mean, it was pretty devastating. 30 acres and $10 million worth of ashes and a lot of hurt feelings because, the place is burnt to all 360 degrees of it. And so I was just out there 2 days ago with Michael, looking at what the new rebuild is going to be. That we have the steel buildings showing up today, actually, and they're dropping the steel, and we're going to start popping the buildings in and start the rebuild. And hopefully within the next 90 to 100 days, we'll have a facility for everybody to come and throw down. We plan on doing it. I'd love to get you guys out there, man. It's built for you.
I know.
That rally is so far up your alley, you don't even know. Y'all would have a blast.
Oh, I think it would be great. It'd
be a lot of fun.
And we'll have a good reason when you get rebuilt.
Come in broadcast from the grand opening. Come on.
That would be pretty amazing.
We have a station there. They got to do this.
I have a call scheduled with the guy that owns those stations today.
You do?
Is it X-Rock or something? I think it is. You guys are. I'm trying to think of the station you're on.
Case Guy.
The wrong one.
Yeah, Case Guy.
I'm sorry, Case Guy. Yeah, Case Guy. Great guys. And I mean, we seriously got a great relationship with all the stations in that market. But yeah, Case Guy's been. Matter of fact, the first time I ever played Sturgis, Case Guy was the presenting station, so I got a lot of history with those guys.
Absolutely, I'm sure you know Chris Hauga.
Yeah. Seriously, that's a great station, and it's a great excuse for you guys to come and broadcast this year.
Absolutely,
That would be fun.
I like that.
Hey, what's the road like these days for you? Because you're not a young band. You guys are mature, so I assume it's pretty calm these days. Yeah.
It's never changed for us. I mean, we're a celebration of the fundamentals of rock and roll, and when we get into something, we throw everything we got into it, and we keep it nice and stanky, And we celebrated Chris's birthday, the drummer's birthday last night, and had a big steak dinner at Roost Chris, and that was really nice and cool. And then we got on the tour bus, and I just woke up in Battle Creek, Michigan a little bit ago. I'm at a Cracker Barrel about to eat an egg and get ready for the bottle signing this afternoon, and we'll start tonight. Tonight's the first night. We got about a 2-week run here.
What a juxtaposition of food.
Do you eat one egg? Is that like your big facade? I'll have one egg, please. And the waitress at Cracker Barrel rolls her eyes. Like, look at you.
No, I'm having 2 eggs over medium, some turkey sausage, and some dry wheat toast.
Okay, so that's still pretty healthy.
Yeah,
well, you have to save room for the Jelly Bellies and cinnamon crackers or whatever the hell they sell at the country store.
Yeah, make sure you get one of those little peg puzzles.
Yes.
while you're there, made of wood.
I'm looking at the sign. There's a little sign that says the 10 Commandments is not multiple choice.
you need one of those, definitely for the bus.
It's right beside another sign that says you can't fix stupid.
Mm-hmm.
A sack of marbles.
Yeah, some hard candy lemon drops,
a rocking chair,
and an ornament.
As a prank on your band, will you read to us the cassettes that are available for sale, and then we get to pick one, and you have to play it until someone in your band quits?
Yeah, next show you have to play it in its entirety.
Oh my God,
you have to learn all the songs.
Yep.
Yeah, what is on that rack?
Yeah, you have to buy
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now.
You are?
Scruggs.
Okay.
Yeah, Blake Shelton, Clint Black.
Nope.
Darius Rucker.
Nope.
Sugarland.
No, it needs to be older.
Yeah.
I want something where all the songs are about semis or
locomotives. Are always good. Hobos.
Yeah, killing tramps.
The Beach Boys. Yes. Can you learn all the songs off a Beach Boys album and play it at the next show?
I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I just found the CD that I'm actually going to buy, regardless of what y'all tell me. I'm getting Conway Twitty's greatest hits.
There you go,
God,
man.
Right there, see?
That is a...
This is a remarkable day.
It's all coming together.
Because if you had asked me if I would ever find any common ground between Jesse James Dupree and my dad, I would have said, nope, not possible.
Jesse.
But you found it.
You know what? Have you ever...
The fiber of the man that wrote a song touched the hand of the man that made you a woman. And then tell me you don't love me anymore.
Jesse.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Jesse. That is awesome.
I want to ask you, there's one thing I've purchased at a Cracker Barrel country store when I was a child, and I want to know if they still have them. They're called jaw harps. Do you know what that is? It's a boing boing instrument.
Yeah.
Do they still have those? And can you pick one up and start doing it?
I'll just ask real quick. Okay. Man, y'all still sell jaw harps? The jaw harps, the little thing you put against your teeth, and the harmonicas, but no jaw harps.
Oh, yeah. This was in South Carolina when I bought it. So
yeah,
they were bootleg.
Yeah,
they were bootleg.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse, get a giant ham steak because you need to have some salt to retain water.
Yeah,
those things are delicious. I love those things.
That'll give you a good salad stool before the next show.
Guys, it's good. Thank you so much for letting me get on here and invite everybody out. Jackyl's playing tonight in Battle Creek. You don't want to miss that show.
That's at the Music Factory tonight.
Yeah, and then if you don't know where that is, just roll your window down and follow the thump because that's what's going to be happening. And then I'll be at the Bev. What's it called?
Mega Bev today at 5:30. That's on Beckley.
Jesse,
Battle Creek.
Jesse, do you want to do one more thing? It's kind of like a stunt. Will you ask the lady at the Cracker Barrel where they keep the STD medication?
you know,
it's like it's a wall drug.
I love you guys, but I'm in Battle Creek, and they might tar and feather me if I do that.
Tell you what,
lady.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, look, hey, you guys have been great. You're always there for me, and I appreciate you letting me tell everybody about the bottle signing today and the show tonight. So you have a great day, and I'm going to finish my Cracker Barrel shopping.
All right, buddy.
Okay. All right, enjoy.
Jesse. Go see him. You'll have a great time.
Jess.
Jesse James Dupree. That was fantastic. I love that.
I
love that he actually was in the store and started asking questions.
We actually did Cracker Barrel shopping with Jesse James Dupree.
That was fun.
That was fun. Asking him what was in there.
Oh my God,
that's hilarious.
You think? I'm sure your mouth harp that you bought, your juice harp or whatever they're
jaw
called.
harp.
I'm sure you threw that away. Like
I was a child. Yeah, that's so long gone. Well, here's the thing: is you can't just pick one up and make it work. You actually have to learn how to play it.
Yeah.
And so when I picked it up, if you don't play it right, you'll bend this little thing and it'll whip back and hit your teeth.
Yeah, which will hurt.
Yes, and it did. And then I just, it was one of those things where I'm like, oh, this looks easy. And then I couldn't do it 1 second later, put it in a box next to every other thing I've ever owned.
And there you lost your dream
That's
of being in a jug band.
I did.
A hillbilly jug band. No more. Well, we all need to get those, whether you want to call it a jaw harp or a juice harp or a Jews harp.
Is that all of those things?
Those are all slang terms, or one way or another, the same thing. The doing, doing, doing.
Jew harp
doing.
sounds.
Is it Jews harp like as in Jewish people?
I've seen it written that way. And juice harp and jaw harp.
That seems weird.
Yeah, one of those
doesn't fit.
No, except when you look up jaw harp, the actual Wikipedia entry is Jews harp.
Spelled
JEWS. Jew harp, jaw harp, mouth harp, Ozark harp, trump or juice harp.
Ozark harp is what I think of.
I get Ozark hard when I hear one.
Yeah, I do.
It's actually called a lamellophone.
That's what its actual name is, huh?
Lamellophone.
So every other thing is a slang term. That's crazy. Lamellophone.
It's Candlebox U, 97.9 GRD Rocks.